So good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everyone, wherever you are. And thank you very much for being here. I want to thank Cheryl Oakes to start with, who's here for me to help me. And thank you very much, Cheryl. And I'm also going to thank all Google organizers for such a great effort they are making to make this a successful event. Mainly the ones I've been in contact with, because I've had some glitches, technologically speaking, and Tia and Amy have been also very helpful. So I need to thank everybody so much for this option. Cheryl, if you want to introduce yourself, you're my helper today.
Okay, and then I will introduce you, Rita. I'm Cheryl Oakes, and I'm a Google certified teacher, and I had the great opportunity to finally meet Rita face-to-face when we both became Google certified teachers in New York City in 2008. And for many of you who are out here, if you've ever had some online associations with people and finally get to meet them, you know how exciting it is. So I would like to introduce you to Rita Zeintiger, and she is an EFL teacher in Argentina. She's the former Directors of Studies, ARCI, that was from 1980 to 2010. She's a Cambridge ESOL oral examiner. She and I are both members of Webheads in Action, and that's where we first got to meet each other online. She's been a presenter at online and face-to-face international seminars, congresses, and conventions. I mentioned she's a Google certified teacher in 2008. That was in New York City. And she's also involved with Elton's 2013 nominee for TIC on LAULA. And she has a great website at www.zeinstiger.com. And she's a CALL consultant at http://techschools4educators1.blogspot.com. And I will also put all of that information into the chat. So if you have any of those addresses or information that you want, you'll be able to find it right in the chat. So I'm going to turn this over to Rita, and I'm very excited about her topic because I may have used this several years ago, but I'm anxious to see what she is going to share with us today. So welcome, Rita.
Oh, thank you so very much, Cheryl. You're really a friend. So I'm going to start presenting on Thinklink, which is a very versatile tool. I came across some, I would say, some months ago. So I'm going to share my screen to take you to the PowerPoint in SlideShare, and you, Cheryl, will let me know whether this is being seen by everybody. Is that all right, Cheryl?
We can see your screen for Thinglink. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So with Thinklink, we teachers will be able to turn any image into an interactive graphic, which means that we will be able to allow our own students to do the same. So generally, I mean, in a nutshell, I would say that Thinklink is the possibility of packing a lot of content into a small space. It's the easiest way of enriching any of our images with text, music, audio, video, hyperlinks, and any other rich media content by annotating images and exploring all these images which either we have created or which have been created by others. And we're going to see all this together. I'm going to provide an agenda today. Sorry. Yes, and I'm going to talk about Thinklink in detail. That is the way of annotating images with text. These images can be taken from the internet, from any kind of source such as Google Images or Flickr or any other source where we can find images. But we can also take our photographs and add all these annotations on top of the photographs we take or of the images we choose. And we can embed live content right on the image by copying and pasting a link very easily. We can also create and capture video and add on top of the images so that we have notes and links coexisting with video content and turning the video or the image into a digital discovery platform. So this is what the a linked photograph will look like. In fact, this is just a screenshot for you to see it, because right from now, as soon as I pass on to the next slide, I will stop this PowerPoint, and I want to share with you my going to Thinklink to take you to the live experience. So this is the way I was saying an annotated image will look, with several icons, as many as we want to put up, and each icon will stand for a different source. That is, if we hover over any of these icons, in this case I have hovered over the green and gray camera, you will see information, further information, which I have chosen to embed from different sources. In this case, it's a video, right? So let's go to Thinklink together. By the way, this is the URL, www.thinklink.com, where you will be able to open your account. So I'm going to go to, again, to the Google Hangout myself. I'm going to choose a different page, the URL, to be able to go to this page, and you will be able to tell me, Cheryl, if you can, where I am.
I can see that great page with all those good resources.
Oh, thank you very much. So here I am on my Thinklink page, which you will see has some different pictures, which I have annotated. But the one I want to show you, so that you can have an idea of what an image can look like, is this one. That is, let me see if I can click on this one so that you can see it bigger.
Yes, it is. It's just appeared nice and big.
Great. This is a photograph I took myself when I went to Torino. That is the Mole Antoniana, which is a museum of the cinema. By the way, a great place to visit. And you will see that there are 3 different icons. One, which shows you, if I hover over the blue and white icon, will show you a video, which I took from YouTube, and which I just annotated, that is, I embedded in the image. If I hover over the red, the one which has red circles, that's a recording which I made using Audioboo. Are you acquainted with Audioboo? It is a very easy tool to use and record your voice. So I would really recommend using Audioboo in connection with Thinklink. So what will happen if I click here? You will be able to go to Audioboo, and we'll be able to see this is exactly via Colvento, that is the video, the recording I made. Can you see that?
Yes, we can see that. Yes.
So if I click on that, or if you click on that, you will be able to listen to the recording, okay? So going back to the image, if I go and click, in fact, if I hover over the black icon, I will see information which I imported from Wikipedia. So this is, roughly speaking, what you can do. Imagine the potential of this tool, allowing you and your students to put up an image and talk about image, put extra information which they can really take from different sources, or information which they themselves can make up. For example, imagine a student or one of the kids putting up a photograph they took during their vacations or holidays, and explaining what what he did. So this is exactly what I want to really pass on to do to you. That is the possibility of using a very versatile tool like Thinklink, which will allow you to annotate images in such a good way that you will be able to make it a collage, for example. And we're going to see together what kind of tasks we can do. But first of all, and before we go into that, I'm going back to my presentation to, again, sorry about that, I'm going to show you back to Thinklink, how to annotate, okay? We're going to see how to annotate a video. So
Rita, while you're getting back to that,
yeah.
I just want to ask a question so it's recorded, that Thinglink is a free online service?
Definitely, Cheryl, a free service. I'm going to talk about a premium option, but that option, well, I'm not ready to pay for anything. I mean, in fact, all the tools that we offer as teachers need to be free, because we know that we want free tools. So definitely this is a free tool. And so now, any other questions that come up to you, Cheryl?
I haven't seen any other questions in the chat, but so I'm just going to say AudioBoo and Thinglink are free, have a free portion for their service.
Exactly, exactly. So back now to my Thinklink page, I want to show you how to annotate. In fact, not an image, which is a simpler one option, but a video. So we're clicking on videos. There I am on videos, and I'm going to click on add new video. Can you see that?
I can see, yes.
Excellent. So here you will see enter a link to an image or a video anywhere on the web. So I can take the URL, which I have already prepared. I'm copying and pasting the URL of a video I want to use. So I'm going to tag this media. And now you will see that it comes up very easily to the Thinklink page. And this has to do with the Brookfield Zoo. And if I click on the video, I hope that you will be able to see the video.
Yes, we can see it and hear it.
Excellent. So, okay, let's stop it. Imagine that there I want to put extra information on the zoo, right? So I'm going to add a new tag, clicking on add new tag there.
Yeah.
Right? And okay, and you see that a small window comes up, and it's asking me to enter or embed a code which will allow me to annotate this image. So which kind of URL will I look for? A URL which will take the user or the viewer eventually to further information on the zoo. Information which of course I have already collected, and I'm going to copy and paste this URL. I'm going to do it right now. And the text, there I will write more info. And then I'm going to give it 5 or 6 seconds for the, let me see, 7 seconds to stay there, depending, of course, that on the information that they have to read. I will be choosing 7 seconds, 3 seconds, whatever. And I also have the chance to click on the icon and make a choice. You see that there is a collection of icons there, and as this is just information, I'm going to stay with the I, and I'm going to save it. So you
that
see,
is so easy.
So easy. So there it is, and you have there the chance to read more. But I'm going to go back to the video, and I'm going to play it. And you see there the See, they are the icon, which you will be allowed to click on later on once the video is finished. And you'll see this annotation. But let me do something else. Imagine now that I want to stop there to put information about the pumpkin, because maybe some students are not well acquainted with pumpkins or with the bears themselves. So I'm going to add a new tag. And there I need to copy and paste a different URL. In this case, information on the, well, let's say on the bear. Okay, so I'm going to click on a different icon. Let me click on this one, right? And text bear.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So I'm going to save. And now I'm going to exit, save and exit. And I'm going to, let me see. Okay, we're going to play the video, okay?
Okay.
So I can stop it there, and I can click on and read more. We'll be reading information which has been automatically integrated into the photograph, into the image. Zoo camp, and there it is.
That's amazing.
Is it?
Yes.
Wow. So let's go back to the video, and I'm going to go on. Okay, then I've got another annotation, so I'm going to click again, and I'm going to read more, and I will be taken to the different URL where the extra information is being provided. In this case, you will see something else about the sloth bear. Okay?
That's great.
Okay. So let's go back now to the PowerPoint. Okay.
Yep.
And I'm going to go on sharing bot. I will be sharing the presentation. See what it is. Here it is. Okay. So what are the educational benefits of this tool? Now that you know how to embed different kinds of sources into an image or into a video, let's wonder what educational benefits this tool may have. So what can users do? They can create multiple hotspots to annotate images with text, pictures, video, audio, music, and hyperlinks to web content, turning their image into an interactive collage. You can use it with mobile applications for iOS or Androids, quickly capturing anything that comes up to you. I mean, any life's moments without Wi-Fi, because then once you go back to Wi-Fi, you can embed it. But in the meantime, you can work it out of taking photographs and making videos of whatever really you find interesting. It supports learning beyond classroom walls, because you can use it away from school and away from your computer. And definitely, it helps students develop 21st century skills. Now, you can meet the diverse learning needs of all students in a classroom, because we all know that we have students who are more visual than others. So for those students, this will be a great tool. We can use it for assignment and task organizing, and creating collections of students' work on really one page. Or we can use it as a student portfolio, or we can allow students to reflect and assess their own progress, seeing how they have been really improving on their output whenever they just make a different kind of annotation. They can create collections of resources as alternative to textbooks. You can use it for the flipped classroom. You know what the flipped classroom is. I mean, I'm sure that everybody today joining any of the sessions is acquainted with the flipped lessons. So this is a very good tool to use for the flipped classroom, creating homework designed to prepare students for work in class. Students come to class prepared to use what they have learned using this tool. This is just a screenshot of a butterfly, and imagine writing, putting up all the stages and exploring this life, and then being able to annotate an image in this way. And of course, making this work available for students every day and all the week and all the time. Any questions, Cheryl?
No, I like how you're being explicit and telling the different ways that you can use it. I mean, it's good for visual learners. It's good for differentiation. And you can also use it to break down the walls of your classroom and use it outside of the class.
Yes, really. You can use it for field trips as well. Imagine here in Argentina, I live in Argentina, and students in Argentina find it really very difficult to know or explore places which are really far away from Argentina. So imagine the possibility of exploring a site, maybe going to a museum and tagging the image and explaining to others what they have found out about a certain image or a certain place in Europe, which they cannot possibly have access to because it's very difficult for us and for the students here to travel. So really, really a good potential. This tool has a good potential. Then we can create scavenger hunts, engaging students more fully in the learning experience. They can create their own video, they can take photos, and they can document questions and ideas, right? And yes, and oh, well, I hope that this is taking its time only. Yes, hopefully it will.
It's coming. It's almost there.
I think so. I hope so. Let me see.
It's starting to load.
Yes, we need to be patient.
Yes. We're using a lot of resources between Argentina and around the world.
Yes, that's true. And we are so far away from the rest of the world that it takes longer. Yeah, but anyway, oh gosh. Well, anyway, let's hope it comes up. Let me see if I make the smaller. I can make it smaller.
Click it to the next page. Maybe that will.
Yeah, I'm going to the next page.
Yeah.
But it won't come up. Oh. No. Okay, well, I am
Oh, there we go.
Yes, but there seems
I see.
Glitch at this stage, because if I go to the last one I showed, that's okay. But then it gets stuck on the slide 11.
Rita, try going up to where your URL is and recycle the page. You know, that little arrow that is a recycle. Try,
Maybe I should try to,
try to boot it up again.
Yes, it's a pity, but it's the only way out.
Yeah, it's, ooh. We're patient. We're patient.
Thank you. You're so kind. Let me see now. Okay. It seems to be there now. So I'm going to make it bigger. Is it?
Yep. Okay, we can see it.
Okay. So the other example which I wanted to share with you is the possibility of starting with an essential question. For example, the one which came up to me was, how is Christmas celebrated around the world? So imagine your students inviting other students from different places and sharing this way of celebrating Christmas, putting up their own photographs when they celebrate this with their family, and explaining, just recording with audiobook who they meet, who they get together with at Christmas, and what they do, if they receive presents, or if they celebrate it with dinner, or how, what kind of food. So there's so many things that, as teachers can come to your minds, and well, maybe your students can even think of more ideas. So you can, yes, sorry.
Rita, does that mean that they can work collaboratively in the Thinglink picture once they've posted it, or they work collaboratively before they publish to Thinglink?
Both things.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's great. Very good question, Cheryl. Very, very good. Very timely. Because once the image is published, once the image goes live with all the annotations, if you work with someone, you can, or not, or you can just join in and add a new annotation to the same image. In fact, you can reuse what other users have put up.
Oh,
that's
nice.
Great. So you can, there's no need, as they say, to reinvent the wheel. If you have something which has already been produced, up and running, you can make use of this and maybe reuse it, edit it, and, great thing. So it's a collaborative use that you can make of this tool as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can also maximize instructional time and keep the focus on the content by creating, for example, resources or tips to help students sort out problems using technology, how-tos, tutorials. You can introduce a project and explain to them the different steps they need to follow to carry out the project. Or you can even make a demo available so that they can just watch it whenever they need it. You can create collections of work for reflection and assessment, so students can create portfolio channels. Well, in fact, channels are kind of albums which provide users with the ability to organize all the images into embeddable interactive channels. So this is a good idea. You can start a channel. I'm going to show you a channel as well. And you can use it as a kind of album to integrate all the images that maybe one student has put up or wants to put up, to make it a kind of a small book. And students can tag images with reflections and goals, and teachers can also tag their students' images. So you can go beyond the classroom walls, allowing students to work from their mobile devices and work across platforms, right? You can view the Thinklink image through your desktop, mobile, or tablets. And very nice feature, you can register your students or groups of students without requiring email addresses. And this is great because students under the age of 13 might not want to risk their email addresses, but you can open an account for a group, and then you will be able to register your students using usernames and saving the list of passwords on a screen that you will be provided with, changing the passwords whenever you want, and then you can sign up through Facebook, log in with Twitter or with Google Plus as well. By creating student groups, you will be able to manage multiple students' accounts under one premium account. So you can create this new group. Members will be able to view all the work in one place. Students can even belong to different groups. They can, you can open different groups, and they can belong to 2 or 3 or just one group. And teachers can monitor the students' activity, resetting their password and removing any students from the group if there's a need to. Now, another feature is the possibility of managing your comments. If you want your students to put up comments, this is possible. But if you want to turn off this feature, you can also do so. So this is, again, another great possibility. And then you can share Thinklink on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Pinterest, or Google, just by using the link that you're provided with, or by embedding code. In this case, you will see the embeddable code, which you will easily embed into your blog, for example, and you'll have the image there to be appreciated, to be used by others. So rounding up, you're able to see all students' work in one place. There's no link to send or share. You can leave comments or not. You can have students look for YouTube videos themselves, or maybe integrate the images into their websites. You can create multiple hotspots on specific parts of an image, depending on the emphasis or the focus you want to make of the different parts of the image. You can include video, record audio, provide a link to any website with the click of a button. You can easily embed an interactive Thinklink graphic into any blog or website, and you can even explore and reuse others' users' images. Now, there are these channels to be able to organize student homework and projects. This is just a screenshot of a channel. This person has 12 channels, which means that there are 12 kind of albums with students who have put up different images, sequencing, connected with each other. Oh, here again. Oh, here again. Okay, it seems it's a question of time, but oh gosh, let me see if I.
What worked last time?
So yes, these glitches we have to put up with, whether we like it or not.
Right.
Yes. So the rest of the slides I want to show you have to do with different screenshots of projects made and what we can use Thinklink for in detail, with different examples and different experiences which I have collected to show you. So hopefully,
can I ask you a question?
Definitely.
You were just showing us about the Thinglink channel that looks like you would organize your student work and classroom work. So this is another feature for the teacher to manage that information and have it all in one easily accessible spot.
Perfect. That's the idea, Cheryl. Yes. So this is why I was really putting emphasis on the possibility of, opening these channels to organize students' work and projects. So, well, anyway, I don't think that it is going up.
Did you try the little recycle arrow up in the URL?
Let me see again if I can make it. But for some reason, this is, by the way, I'm just presenting from SlideShare so that the viewers can understand. You see it has gone back now.
Yep.
Obviously, let me see. Yes, you see it has, okay, there it seems to be.
Yep.
Well, I'm also creating, let me see, so your own collection of useful images. You can create a channel of Thinklink images by topic and use them as launchers throughout the school year. You can create one or more Padlets of resources related to topics you teach. Are you acquainted with Padlet? or Lightbinder or Pinterest? Are you acquainted with these resources? They provide different options to put all the images together or the videos together. Padlet is wonderful. It's kind of wall which you can use to put up different images, but then you can upload all these images. So it's a great tool to use in connection with Thinklink. You see, this is a screenshot of a student's project page. So there you will see a link to this student's essay and sources, which this student has linked up. Then this is a screenshot of another picture, which shows the possibility of embedding lessons at different levels. For example, imagine that you want to use this image for your elementary students. And so you choose the smallest icons to show them that these are the icons they need to hover over, and they will find information and maybe work there. Whereas you can tag the image using big icons to use the image with intermediate or advanced students. That's another option. Now, this is Padlet, and I'm sure that either you or maybe any of the viewers will be familiar with this tool. Padlet is wonderful. You can showcase classroom learning through different images. In this case, can you see there are so many tagged images which have been put up, and they are all together. Maybe we can just do this for a whole class and have them all on the same page, on the same place. This is the possibility of also using Thinklink to embed a quiz. You know that quizzes in general are really boring, but what about creating one based on images? Then you can post it on Facebook or Twitter or send it by email. You can teach definitions. In this case, it's the river system, and you can even provide the names of the parts of the river on one document, and students would be supposed to link the names to the right place. You can teach vocabulary. In this case, it's French, by allowing your students to write in the right word. You can illustrate history. Imagine, in this case, well, any event in history, you can add to a map and make it more interactive. You can exemplify theory. If you are giving a presentation to your colleagues and, for example, explain what the summer ladder is and provide an image, a background image with explanations and further information. You can combine tools in a folder that is a big page with different tools to really make them known or show them to your colleagues. It could be used as a powerful storytelling tool, allowing your students to tell different stories and start with one and then maybe add a new photograph and go on with the story. You can listen to poets, authors, instruments, vocabulary, students' work. Look at this packed image with so many authors or musicians, which you can maybe listen to or hear on the same place. You can make photo-based quizzes, as I was saying before. In this case, it's a quiz which was called Violin, so students can exemplify the quiz using different sources. You can share interactive graphics with different tutorials. You can create interactive documentaries by finding information in Wikipedia and adding the information on a map. You can use it for graphics and adding vocabulary, parts of the body in this case. Any questions, Cheryl?
No, these are just great resources, Rita.
Very good, I agree. Explanations. Imagine the possibility of analyzing a poem or allowing your students to get to know the rhythm of a poem by maybe providing the the link to someone who has read or recorded the poem, and allowing the students to pay attention to the rhythm and to the effect. And you can even make a list of tips or instructions. For example, in this case, how to your professional learning network. And okay, same thing again. And anyway, we're about to get to the end because we need to. I'm going to just be a little bit more patient. How long do we still have, Cheryl? Do you know?
We still have 18 minutes.
Okay, so enough to be able to show you the rest of the slides if, well, SlideShare allows me, definitely. It seems it will, because in the end, it has already, but, well, there are some other slides which I have also included, including the possibility of opening, how to open an account, which I wanted to share with you. Opening an account is very, very easy. You will be able to open the account. In case the slides take too long, I can explain that very, very briefly. You go to Thinklink and start an account, or maybe an Edu account, which means a Thinklink Edu account means that you will be able to register your students as groups. And so this is really a good option. And let me see. And then you have the other, you asked me whether this is paid. It's not, I said. But if you, maybe you are really happy with Thinklink and you want to have the possibility of having more choices in the number of icons that you have, which is not very important, by the way, or if you want to put up your brand logo, in that case, you will have to pay. If not, completely free. So let me see.
Did you try to hit that little recycle?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Yeah, oh, there it goes.
Anyway, there are only, yes, it's going anyway.
It brings you back to the beginning.
Yeah, it does, but very quickly, I hope I will be.
Yep, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Rita, I'm the only one in the chat, on this group chat. Do you see any other people in the Hangout?
I saw there were more than 20 people at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, at one time, but I'm not sure that they have stayed.
Okay.
So more ideas. Yes, there. Yes. Okay, I was there. Recipes. Yes, testing. I said, and then I said you can put up recipes. Also, your students, of course, can do that. And you can, even very important, you can use Thinklink with Google Docs, embed in a Google document. This is great. This has been the latest inclusion. And then more ideas. Imagine the option of getting your, allowing your students to get to know each other at the beginning of the school year, upload their photograph, talking about themselves, adding tags, adding well, the photographs of their pets and hobbies, or maps of places where they live or they have visited, or their favorite shows or games, or creating a report. So the uses are really, you cannot think of, the whole possibilities. All the possibilities that this tool may have. Now, remember that you can add audio recordings. And as a teacher, as I was saying before, you can join Thinklink Edu. This allows you to upgrade your account. It's free if a student under the age of 13. So parents and or guardians will not complain about this. This is a nice option. And then the Thinklink Edu Premium, which of course allows you to have more features, but which is paid. So I don't think that we are really ready at this moment to go on for that. So any questions, please? Any questions?
If you can see any of the participants participants. Maybe there's a different chat for you, but I don't see any in the chat that I'm in. So, and I don't dare cut out of where I am.
You know what? I can see there are 20 viewers at the moment.
Oh, excellent.
But maybe they are not making any questions, and
Okay.
I really like to have some questions to answer and maybe clarify any concepts, unless anything has been so clear, which I can't think of. But anyway, Cheryl, well, if you think that there is anything else I can add or maybe clarify.
I just want to re-emphasize what you said, that you know, Thinglink looks like a great resource on its own, but then it integrates with so many other possible digital online tools that people have, I'm sure, used, that it would be a great addition to anything that you're doing with students.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I really like this tool very much, and I have also used with my teachers. I do teacher training on the integration of technology, and they have loved it, and they have come up with beautiful project work with their students. So also, I mean, not only for students underage, you can also use it with adults and teenagers, because you can adapt the tool to any needs, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right.
So if there are no further questions, I can call it the presentation, and I can thank you. I need to thank you so much, Cheryl, because you've been such a great co-moderator that, well, so good that next time I'm going to think about you.
Great. Well, this has been fabulous. I've learned so much this afternoon, and I'm trying to capture the chat, but I'm sure that this will be archived and all of these resources will be easy for people to access, because I've put some links in for people, and I tried to answer the questions here as Rita was going through the presentation.
Yes, thank you so much, Cheryl. So again, I'm sorry about the glitches, because if viewers come back to the recording, they will be able to see some glitches, some seconds which we have to wait until they go back. I mean, I go back to the presentation, but well, that's beyond my knowledge. So again, thank you very much, Cheryl, and thank you all Google organizers for allowing us to share information and experiences on this great event today. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, and thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Bye-bye.
Yay, Rita.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.